a couple of months ago. HUR, the special counsel investigating Joe Biden and his misuse of classified documents. And this was their opportunity. He came out, he said, I would indict him. Yeah, he committed this crime, but he's a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, and I don't think that a jury would convict such a person. That's it. That's all he said. He did not go on about poor memory that, you know, is evident in all circumstances, or he can't put two sentences together, or he can't finish his thoughts, or he meanders, or he can't stay on topic, or all the things that we saw, or he's got the mouth agape and the dead waxy skin. Like none of that, none of that. And this is what we have a soundbite of people on TV. But trust me, we went back and looked at the New York Times. They were just as bad in what they said about Robert Hur at the time. Watch this and stop 5.
The comments that were made by that prosecutor, gratuitous, inaccurate, and inappropriate.
Hackery by Mr. Hur.
The guy knew. He's a Trumper. Who knew?
You are not to put a finger on the scale of politics.
That report showed that Merrick Garland again made the classic Democratic mistake, which is, I know, I'll appoint a Republican partisan to investigate, and that will give us credibility.
This one who was appointed by Donald Trump wanted to make sure that he got his licks in.
Okay. You managed to infuse licks in and Jeffrey Toobin in a shot that you just played for the Ruthless Variety program.
It's subtle, but I knew you guys would get it.
I will point out for the listening audience, though, that CNN was good enough to pan to Toobin's hands, just so you know, just so you knew where they were.
A thoughtful gesture.
Robert Hur, where do you go to get your reputation back, right? Smeared by everybody in the media, including the Times, which is now saying, he's got to step down, he's too infirm, he can't do it. They were disgusted about this one line in the guy's report. They had opportunities to report on it. They had excuses to report on it. It really wasn't until 2 things happened. The lawfare campaign failed. The polls, I guess 3 things, did not improve. And then the world saw in an undeniable way just how bad he was, that they were like, we got to get off this sinking ship right now. The devil's about to get elected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, this episode perfectly illustrates the lengths to which Democrats went to try to conceal Joe Biden's actual health from the American public. I mean, Hur came out with this, they instantly criticized, and you knew that was coming. But then down the road, House Republicans tried to get the audio but they're still not able to get that out. The White House just had presidential privilege dropped on top of that, and so people couldn't listen to a deposition from the President of the United States with a special counsel. They couldn't hear it because the White House's extraordinary moves to try to conceal it. And like you said, I think like 4 months ago, if you had listened to that, my guess is, based on what was in that transcript, everybody would come to the same conclusion that we saw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But now Democrats are stuck in a hot war behind the scenes. And that's part of the reason why, Megan, you said that you can't figure out who's going to be their nominee. We can't figure out who's going to be their nominee. Democrats don't know who's going to be their nominee.
They had no plan.
They literally are in a war against each other. And the only chance that the New York Times and these members who want to get rid of Biden have, the only chance they have is if he has 99 delegates and Hillary Clinton isn't one.
Here's
Okay, here's some good clips of our friendly Uncle Joe Biden.
A surprise and another, lie of historic proportions. They've known the whole time. Joe Biden just had the best day since the debate.